Hey guys, so I just want to take a few minutes to talk about what's going on in the world today. I want to talk about war and world devastation and everything like that. So, as you probably have heard, that on Friday Paris went through a terrorist attack, and also Japan. I don't know exactly when Japan got attacked, I just know there was an attack on Japan. So for the past couple of days, Facebook has been going crazy with people showing their respect and support for people in Paris, and I saw a story of a woman who was actually in a gig where there was a terrorist attack there, and her story, which is pretty upsetting, but instead of talking about it, I will post a link down below. But I know Paris has been attacked, Japan has been attacked, and my heart goes out to them, for the people who have lost their lives and their friends and family who've lost a loved one. My heart goes out for you and I pray for you. But also, what you need to think about is what is happening on everywhere in the world. There is terrorist attacks everywhere in the world, and people are scared. They even go out the house because they're scared what about if I get attacked. And it's just crazy. People shouldn't have to live in fear. And I don't know what goes in people's heads to think, let's go and attack that place, let's go guns out and shoot everyone. I don't know what goes on in their heads, but I know it's just like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? People like that should just be, they shouldn't even be locked up. And I know I shouldn't be saying this because I am a Christian and yes, I go to church, but people like that shouldn't be locked up because they're getting away with it too easy. They need to go through a hell of a lot because they've put loads of people through a hell of a lot. And just to think about it, what about if it was their family? What about if it was them lying on the floor? What about if it was them who had their loved one in their arms when they were killed by some idiot who is a vile specimen of a human being? Because I know that they wouldn't like it. Maybe in their crazy minds they might find it funny, but what would they think? What do they think? I mean, do they not think maybe we shouldn't do this because it is taking away innocent people's lives and it is destroying the world? Or do they just go, let's do it, let's just do it for the fun of it? I don't know. I personally don't know what this terrorist attack was. I just know that sure, there was a big story about why the reason they attacked or something like that, but all I know and all I can think of is that people are dead. People are dead because stupid people, vile people, low lives go out and kill them. And I just think it's just disgusting, and that is my opinion, and people don't like it and tough. But also what you need to think about is that there are world devastations as well as attacks and war. And as much as I would like to say, why don't they just, my one wish would be that there wasn't war and everyone just dropped the weapons on the floor, leave the tanks, whatever, and just shook hands and then that was it. And there wouldn't be war ever again. But I know that the world isn't like that, and it's just, it's so upsetting and it's heartbreaking. But also you need to think about world devastation. And world devastation is things that are natural causes, and these are things like earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, avalanches, volcanoes, eruptions, stuff like that. Which man-made is war and weapons and tanks and stuff. Even though things like this is happening in the world, as the message of the title is that there is always hope. There is always hope. Today I went to church today and they were talking about world devastation and war, and they said there is always hope, whether it would be you find that hope in a neighbour or a friend, or we were looking at a picture and it was a picture of the effect of a earthquake, and there was like this destroyed building, and they asked us in the group and they said, where can you see hope? What is the brightness side of this? And we basically said there were still people there. And you automatically think if there's an earthquake and there's no buildings left and it's all just rubble, that people would just pack up and leave. But no, there was people there. They were obviously looking for things that survived the earthquake, and people, if there's an earthquake, people just get up and get on with it, and they build up places and they build up houses, and that's hope. And even if you've lost someone, you always have someone to speak to. And it's sad to think that if someone loses someone, they mightn't have any more people left in their life, but most of the time they have a friend or family member they can speak to. That is also hope. So it doesn't matter what you go through or what devastations are, there is always hope, and it was also always God. I mean, you can always, if you've got nobody to speak to, if there isn't anyone that will hold out the hand, just speak to him, because he's always there and he's always listening. And I know people might disagree with this because they haven't really got a belief, which is fine, but I believe in it, so, and it makes me a better person. And sure, I might have said a lot of things that people would disagree with in this video, but if I don't get that off my chest and I don't let people know my opinion, then it would just eat away with it, and there's a hell of a lot of more things I could have said. So yes, so just remember there is also hope, and there are other people that are going through a lot in the world, not just Paris, not just Japan, but all over the world. It's all over the world. So let's just, after this video, just take a minute of your time. You just sit in silence and just think about the people who lost their life in Paris, lost their life in Japan, and people who lose their lives all over the world because of war and world devastation. Just take a minute, just a little minute. Okay, so I hope you like this video, like and subscribe, and I shall see you next week.